Hey there, YouTubers. In case you haven't gotten tired of benchmarking videos, here's another one. I now have the i7-13700K in a AsRock Z690 Pro RS. I think we're going to find that we're going to be disappointed again. BIOS version 11.02. This is the most up-to-date version that you'll see on their website. Here's the i7-13700K. Not that we need it, but GTX 1630 on here, Windows 10. So let's start with the benchmark. I just ran one. Really high score, folks. If you just saw the video that I did in my frustration with Asus Prime Z690P, both the D4 Wi-Fi and the D5 non-Wi-Fi that I have, score wasn't even half of this. Not sure what's going on with it. It also locked me out of advanced tuning in Intel's XTU. Oddly enough, this AsRock is doing the same, but is performing much better. The only things we can screw with are the power limits. Can't change VCore, and so we can't undervolt, and we can't change our VCore. So this thing doesn't give you a whole lot you can do with it inside of XTU. But let's run the benchmark. Let me pull up this thing so you guys can see it. I'm going to reset this real quick. So we'll run this. And power limits are not set to unlimited, which probably isn't going to be a problem for the XTU benchmark. Now when we go to Cinebench, could be another story. So interesting enough, it got to 5.4 max frequency. And that's based on these two CPUs, or these two cores in the CPU that are under performance. You'll see in the Z690P, it does not hit that. It's like 5.16. All right, now let's do, let's go ahead and do Cinebench. And let me reset this again. Hit run. And now we previously hit a score of, oh gosh, I don't even remember what it was, folks. There you go. With the Z690P, it was 5118. And that just tells you it had problems because that was weaker than the i5 13600KF. And voila, 11,283. That sounds, pretty good. Now, if we're able to overclock that, we could potentially hit second place. Now, what I didn't notice, folks, is if it power limit throttled. Wow. I'm going to run it again. And this time, though, I'm going to watch XTU. Even though it's in hardware info as well, but there, power limit throttled. So we're not getting all that we can get out of the CPU. Is that a big deal? Well, maybe, maybe not. Some may care, some may not care. So temp-wise, we're in the low 92s. Now, if I wanted to get rid of power limit throttling, I would set this some value greater than it is, or just go unlimited. Well, let's go ahead and run the benchmark again. I'll just leave the numbers the way they are. So we may get hot enough to thermal limit throttle. That's right here to watch that one. And this thing's going to creep up closer to 100 degrees. .91. I did see 92 pop up there. We may be able to run this Cinebench R23 without thermal throttling. That would be awesome. So there's that score. We'll let this thing cool off again. And then we'll run it again. All right. So you see the score creeping up there ever so slightly. Now I really need to let it cool off. I suspect the VRMs and the power stages of this motherboard are not very good. You know, it just looks like a cheaper motherboard. All right, so let's close this. Then we'll get R23 going. And we'll run that and give you guys this. And then I'm going to mute the mic and hopefully I'll check back in 10 minutes. If not, Well, folks, we're almost back. Just a little bit longer. All right, so you see the score, 29,708. On a better motherboard, we would probably break 30,000, right? When you're not thermal limit throttling like we were. Still a very high score, indeed. Second highest on this historical chart. But there you go, folks. There's the AsRock Pro RS Z690. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.